morning and welcome to another Monday morning art talk. Same time, same place, every single week. So today what I wanted to do, and I'm going to just maybe start doing this, open up the what we're doing here with just a quote, beyond just talking about, thinking about what you're grateful for, thinking about the 2-3 things that you can list off that you could do right now that you've experienced, that again may even be just going out and seeing a friend. Maybe you got an email from a friend, maybe it could be anything, but just think about that aspect. It could be like mine is every morning just waking up. That becomes what I'm just grateful for, that I can wake up and I can go to bed at night. Feels really good. Okay, so I thought it'd be nice just to start off with some quotes just from different people, because that can launch the topic of conversation just to talk about. So I have a book on a bunch of different quotes. It's called like Classic Wisdom for a Good Life. Hey, I like that. But the first one that I just kind of wanted to read today was by Bono, the artist from U2. And he said, "The future is not fixed, it is fluid. You can build your own building or hut or condo. The world is more malleable than you think, and it's waiting for you to hammer it into shape." And for me, I kind of like that, because it's not fixed. And when you're getting into this industry and you're doing art, it's my belief that you gotta just forget about any sort of future outcomes that are going to happen in your career, that it's not set in stone. We know that as we're starting on this journey, that this is something that we want. We find that desire. We say that we want to do this in our life. And there's nothing fixed about it. And in reality, nothing is fixed. Nothing is stable. Nothing's going to last forever. There's that saying that this too shall pass, that everything that you come across, everything that you do will eventually come and it will eventually go, like all the jobs and anything else that you have. And that the world is, we get to mold it. We get to be the sculptors. We get to decide. For the most part, you're not going to, when I say decide, it's not about deciding that, hey, I want to work at, I'm just doing an art talk right now. That's okay. Quick question.
Do you have any new liquid eye cleaner?
I don't. All I have is my eye cleaner, my lens cleaner on my glasses, but it's downstairs.
Not any of the liquid stuff?
No. Sorry. Okay.
Do you think Ken has it?
Maybe.
Just do a new one.
Well, I'm in the flow. I know it gets a little bit harder, so I gotta keep up with the momentum.
Sorry, people of YouTube.
Okay. If it's not a dog interruption, if it's not a phone call, it's a child. But see, I had no idea that was going to happen. That's not fixed. You can't plan those things. So the reality is, what happens, that nothing is fixed in this life. All the jobs and anything that you're going to experience, it does become that sort of moldable aspect. And where I was going before I was so rudely interrupted, no, just kidding, before that was that you may say to yourself, well, I want that job at that major studio. Can you control that? No, absolutely not. I can't say I can shape that and absolutely make that sort of thing happen. There's no guarantee there. But what I can start to shape happen is my own development. I can be in control of where I want to study, what I want to study. I can be in control of what I want to read, of what I want to do. And those are the things that you will always have control over once you put your mind to it and say that that's what you want to get better at. So that's what it comes down to, through that development, where you do get to shape the sort of life you want. And I want to do caricatures. That's the sort of life that I want. And you start doing that, and you start taking the initiative, and you start putting that into motion. And that's what happens. And that's how things start to really become something out of nothing. And that's where the real control comes from. So whatever it is that you again thinking that you want to do, just give it a try. Just try it. Try to shape it. Try to mold it. And it's not going to go the way that you want. Try just different ways to figure that process out, all right? So that's going to be just very important. That's a huge part, and that's why I love reading and tapping into other people's quotes and other people's ideas and different things they have to say. And since this is pretty short, let me just read another one here. You know, this was a great one by John Stewart. He said, college is something you complete. Life is something you experience. Okay, so don't worry about your grade or the results of or success. Success is defined in myriad ways, and you will find it. And people will no longer be grading you, but it will come from your own internal sense of decency. And you know, it's very true. You're not going to be graded all the time. Sure, you may be judged. People will look upon you. Did you do a good job? But that's your own decency. There's no other person that you have to really, you know, show your work to other than just that client who, in a sense, is going to, yeah, maybe grade you. But the reality is that's your own decency. It's up to you. You're not going there and just saying, hey, okay, what do I need to do, teacher? Okay, give me that. Okay, good. I'm just doing this for a grade. That's the only reason I'm doing it. I just got to pass my grade. I just got to get through college. I got to get through this assignment. I got to get through this class so I can move on to the next one. That's all going to come to an end. And what happens with a lot of college students, unfortunately, when that comes to an end, that's where they'll freeze and they get lost and they're just like, oh my God, this was a great safety net. This was safety for me to just show up. It gave me a place that I had to be there, that I was given that task where I was held accountable. And what ends up missing is the accountability, where you no longer have to do that. You don't have that safety net anymore. And it becomes a scary thing. And that's where, honestly, I start to see these students who want to keep going to another college and keep going to another college, or just expand upon they've already done 4 years, but now I got to go back for another 2. To me, it's a sign of almost like being afraid, just scared to go into the real world where you got to prove yourself and showcase you and show the world what you can do. And that's a huge risk. But risks are a necessity for your success. You have to go through those phases in order for you to grow and get to that next phase. So, you know, keep learning, but don't put yourself in school for so long that you never get a chance to really face the world, to shape it, to organize it, to do what you want to do in this world and make your stamp and put something out there for the world to see what you're capable of doing. And that I think that's very important, all right? So that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Take care. Hello, this is Steven, and I just wanted to tell you about this cool thing that I'm doing right now through my website at silvertunes.com. It's a Skype mentorship. In a sense, what I want to do is just talk to you, meet you, tell me about things that are happening in your life, see if there's anything that I could do to help you. I can look over your artwork, do your portfolio, and just maybe try to push you in the right direction that you want to take your life and your journey, all right? So you can go to silvertunes.com, go to classes, click on mentorship, and you can learn all about it. We can try to arrange a time, set up a date. It doesn't matter where you live in the world. And I just wanted to make it just very affordable, just to open it up, because I love doing this. I love meeting people from all over the planet. It's a really cool thing, and with this technology, why not? So that's it. Thanks. Whoa! Hey! Go back. Go back.
Go back.
Great. Go back. Go.